I'm very honored to speak in front of you today. This is actually my first time speaking at a Toastmasters group. I speak primarily in front of campus organizations, and I'd like to share with you just a little bit of my experiences talking about the conscious and unconscious mind, the power of unity that we hold within inside of ourselves. We are very powerful individuals, and together coming as groups, even more powerful. The conscious mind is a part of ourselves that analyzes things. It critiques things around us. It points out the little minute details in our lives, and it focuses down on all the little things, while the unconscious mind takes in everything around us. It is of such a profound state, the unconscious mind has been theorized to take up at least 99.9991% of our conscious mind. That's powerful right there. People say that we only use 10% of our minds. In reality, it's so much more so, where we're able to tap into that, tap into our limited potential to go forth into our reality and bring about the abundance we so desire. It's possible. I speak with many clients in my office, on campus, about their limited potential that they have waiting inside themselves. Just like you here today, speaking in front of each other, learning and growing as a group. That's amazing. However, sometimes, and most times, and I was there myself too at one time, back when I was in school, I started off in a community college down in Orange County, Santa Ana College and San Diego Canyon College. And I knew since high school I wanted to help people, I wanted to assist them, because I had many coaches myself. However, at one point in my life, I was stuck. It was as if there was a cord behind me. Every time I moved forward, it would just push me right back. Every time I moved forward, going something, pushing me right back. I always asked myself, what's keeping me behind? What's keeping me from reaching my goals, from reaching my potential? And it wasn't until I met a coach who taught me the power of the unconscious mind. Many times we time travel. We are time travelers in our own minds. We time travel to the future, tomorrow, next year, and we get anxious. We time travel to the past events, and we get depressed. And it's reaching that balance in our lives that teaches us that the only time is here and now. The past isn't equal to the future, and the future is whatever we want it to be. We have the ability to create and imagine ourselves in a reality and see ourselves, picture ourselves out into the future where we can grow into it, programming our unconscious mind. And going back to that cord, it's about releasing all these negative emotions, anger, sadness, hurt, fear, and guilt, that allows us to free ourselves from the past. Because again, the past is not the future. The unconscious mind is a little trickster. It's a double-edged sword. It keeps us in the present, keeps us in the past. It knows everything. The unconscious mind doesn't recognize what is reality and what is fake. All it knows is here right now. For instance, when you dream at night, we have these intense emotions. Sometimes we get scared, we get nightmares. Sometimes we have the most pleasurable dreams ever, and we wish for them to continue on, but they're just dreams. Those dreams come with us into reality. They are real to us. These are experiences that are real to us. We bring them forth to us when we speak to each other, when we speak to our kids, when we speak to random people on the street. We have the ability to empower them. We also have the ability to disempower them. The unconscious mind, when focused, is like a campfire. It provides warmth, food for cooking. However, if it goes out of control, it's a raging forest fire. And it's about us to control that mind when we focus our intentions, focus on what we really want. And when you focus on what you really want, you'll get what you focus on. And we program our unconscious mind. Our unconscious mind is like a computer program. And we are the programmers. However, society is programming us as well. All the limiting decisions, what you can't have, what you can't be, what you can't do. All these can'ts. I invite you to let go of your limitations. Let go of your limitations and step forth into your magnificent self now. And as you do so, you'll go on to your lives, you'll go back home, and you'll see through new eyes. You'll see the newness of your experiences. Because all that really matters is here today. What you do now is what counts towards the future. Our unconscious mind is the best bank ever. It compounds interest over and over and over again. However, you must be careful, because it also can work against you as well. all the negative habits building up over time. You can imagine yourself right now how you like to be in the future, how you like to be tomorrow, the next year, the next year, the next year. When you imagine yourselves in the future, how you want to be, that excellent public speaker, that excellent parent, that excellent student. When you imagine yourselves in the future, you will become. And taking the little steps, always the little steps. For instance, when we're babies, we start crawling. And the best way to learn how to walk is one step at a time. And at first, it might be a little difficult. You might stumble a little bit. That's all part of growing up. It's all part of life. It's this experience that we bring with us, that we share with others. I allowed myself to cut that cord behind me. There was a point in my life where I was down and depressed. I wasn't doing my best. My grades were failing. I received a B, dropped out of many classes, W's all around. That was hard seeing that this is me. In fact, it wasn't me. That was just a reflection of my past experience. And since the past didn't equal the future, I can imagine myself however I wanted to be. I imagined myself to be the most excellent student ever, a straight A student. I never received straight A's in my whole entire life, until one time when I imagined myself, what do straight A students do? I pictured myself doing those things, thinking those thoughts, doing those actions. And doing so, when I came back a year later, 3 quarters in a row, straight A's, 4.0, 4.0, 4.0. And I was accepted to the University of California, Irvine, where I am now. And I find myself in the honors program, finishing up my last year in the honors program in social ecology, studying psychology and social behavior. My book will be coming out soon, helping many people. And in doing so, I stepped into my magnificence. I claimed my personal power and said, yes, I can do this. Yes, I will do this. I am doing this. And I invite you as well to step into your magnificence and say yes. To say yes, step into your magnificence and live your life with brilliance. Allow yourself to tap into that unconscious mind, tap into your resources, that are your attitudes, beliefs, and just be. Thank you.